What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, in celebration of finally reaching Legend here in the Go Battle League, I figured might as well let my Twitch chat decide what kind of Pokemon I should run here. I'm always so bad at building spicy teams. I always just slap Corviknight on basically every single team that I can. So, to challenge myself, I let my chat decide. Now, half the time, they give me really bad Pokemon that you absolutely should not try at home, but sometimes you actually get some pretty fun picks as well, and at least some very entertaining battles. So I hope you enjoy. Let's see what Twitch chat has in store. Okay. Kind of a cool team. Dragon Breath, okay, that is the moveset to run. I guess Double Dragon it is. Ozzy in the back would be terrible. We don't want to see that. We'll see Shadow Fortress into Shadow Fortress. Are we on Bug Bite, like both of us, or are they on Volt Switch? Because Volt Switch would actually be a bit of a core breaker here. It is Volt Switch, so not an amazing matchup to see. But honestly, these Bug Bites are adding up quite a bit. And I'm just going to go Sand Tomb, so we'll see if we get a shield here. I know we probably won't, but if I do, I'm pretty happy with that. Because then my dragons won't be quite as worried in the back. They let that go, actually. Okay. I'm going to no-shield this. I think I survive a Rock Tomb here. Hopefully I survive long enough to get another Sand Tomb, or to pressure them to throw energy. Oh, nice. Okay. We force energy out of them, and I think that's really all we can ask for here. Shadow Kingdra might be able to get a farm down, and if I can, then that should put us in a really good spot where Shadow Kingdra energy is going to go quite far. Ooh, Shadow Dragonite comes in. Okay. Not exactly a Pokemon I was expecting to see in the backline, but it's still fine. We can go here just for the Swift, and then maybe shield once farm down. We can outpace to that Swift. We get that shield. It's going to be close, though, if I get the farm down or not. I think I do. Okay. I should get the farm down now. That's good news. Bad news, though, is there is still that Fortress around we have to deal with. I don't love that. If they bring in the Fortress, though, I think I might just... Do I bank the energy? I don't know. I don't want to be permanently debuffed on my Arctibax, so I might switch if Fortress comes in. Okay, Turtonator, actually, of all things. I think that's very playable. I just Outrage here, guarantee a shield. Incinerate might not even knock me out. Okay, nice, we survived that. And now I think we should be fine with our Arctibax. We just get Dragon Claw off here. Is this a Dragon Claw or a Brutal Swing? Either way, we shield this up. They should be 2 away from the next Dragon Claw. Okay, nice. So we can just overfarm here too. Or, like, we can just knock them out without even taking that damage. Because if I'm being honest, that Fortress is so low. They're probably just in farm down range at this point with my Arctibax as well as my Kingdra. Yeah, we knock out the Turtonator there. And Fortress does come right back in. But yeah, we should be able to easily farm this down. Easy. Okay, nice. That was an interesting team. Double Dragon, I guess, is just too good. This team feels incredibly dirty, and it probably won't work, but I guess we'll see. Alright, we got our next opponent. This is either going to go really good or really bad, and it's not looking great. It's a bit of a core breaker in the lead here. Goodra's going to put in so much work, unfortunately, I think. Because they can just Aqua Tail us immediately. But maybe if I get shields down, actually, it could be still kind of playable. Shields down will make it so my Aegislash could have some play in the back line. Get a shield there, nice. And now we'll try to go for a second one with a Twister. They might try to catch this Twister on something too, which wouldn't be a terrible play. So I gotta watch out for that. Okay. So we go for the move here. I don't know if that was a CMP or not. It kind of looked like it might have been one. But that'd be kind of surprising if it was. Alright, big Twister. Wow, wait, we get both shields down? Okay. Well, I guess I just come in with Aegislash now, and I start charging. I just start charging it up a little bit. I think, right? I mean, I could come in Basti too, but I think charging is a more funny play. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay. Well, I'll just bank the energy there. Basti should be able to survive the Sand Tombs and just get a Flamethrower off. And by the time that they end up getting knocked out, I might be able to just come back in with my Aegislash. Sand Tomb is very super effective, obviously, so that will hurt more than I'd like. But yeah, we can just go for the no-shield here. Survive this move, Flamethrower, knock out the Fortress without needing to throw a move from... Oh, Rock Tomb, is that the play? Does that make it so they survive a Flamethrower? It probably does, actually. Because if we're being honest, the Altarias kind of struggle to one-shot Fortress too, so yeah, we don't quite knock out there. But I think we're still in a pretty playable spot because my fast move pressure is going to add up so much here. Okay. Well, it's all going to come down to if I can one-shot an Empoleon. I might be able to, actually. It's going to be kind of close. Shadow Ball. And at this point, we'll see what ends up happening. I mean, I do have a shield as well, though, so maybe this isn't even that dire for us right now. We have the Shadow Ball. We're, like, one away from the next Shadow Ball, too. But they could always try to catch on us, and that's, like, the most nerve-wracking part about this. Oh, that just easily one-shots. Fortress cannot go for a catch just yet. Okay, but they can if they do that. That's not a terrible play by them. They get me back into shield form, but I have my next move ready to go here, too. But I can just instantly throw my Shadow Ball. And if they don't catch, which I did not see a catch come through, this likely knocks out the Goodra. Dude, Aegislash is such a weird Pokemon. But I think we're good now. I think this knocks out the Goodra. Fortress might have some energy on it, but it has to go for a Sandtomb here. And my Bastiodon's cleared its defense drops. We just get the Aegislash sweep. It's too good, guys. It's just too good. That Klefki Kartana, I guess that is allowed in this meta, huh? And Pawniard, what is this team? It's like the smallest steel types you guys could have even come up with. All right, I mean, there's always a chance, right? I feel like this one, though, might be a little unlikely. Oh, man, don't love this lead. I'm actually going to switch into my Kartana. It's a safe swap. Believe me, it's a safe swap. Yeah, look at that damage we're doing right now. I could have CMP'd them there, actually, but I didn't want to go for it just in case they went for a sneak. If they stay in too much longer, I can just go for my Leaf Blades into them, and if they swap out, I have a lot of energy. What is this? Whoa, Wormerdam. Trash. I don't think I've seen a single one of these in this meta. I don't necessarily love that I'm seeing it here, but I do have Night Slash. I could boost. I don't, though. And I think they Sucker Punch me all the way down before I get a third Night Slash. That's not great. That is not great at all. No shield. Oh, boy. So I'm going to have to take an Iron Head now on Klefki. And I don't even know if I Astonish down before they get another move off. Because I believe it's 8-7, and they're 5 away from their next move. So I need 3 Astonishes to be enough. And again, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. It definitely is not. Great. This is not going as amazingly as I would have liked, but you know, we're gonna keep on trying. Ironhead does not one-shot us here, so that's good news. The slightly suboptimal news, though, is Empoleon's still a thing, and it is still very healthy. And I have another kind of useless Pokemon in the back. They no-shield that. I was hoping for like a shield there or something, but there's like no reason for them to shield that, I suppose. 5. Okay. What could be in the back that we beat? I was going to say Latios, but if I'm being honest, I just get Aura Sphered at that point. I don't think I beat that. Grimmsnarl is, like, maybe as playable as it gets, but it's still not great. Because Power-Up Punch is just going to one-shot us. Unless they're not on Pup. If they're not on Pup, maybe there's still a chance. So they're on Power-Up Punch. Dang it, dude. Why did they have a hard counter to Triple Steel? Who would have that? The Fairy type that beats the Steels. This is ridiculous. I also had like 3 Steels that were like the fakest Steel types in the game. So I don't really know what else we could have done. I have no energy. Oh my goodness. That's just tragic. I honestly have no idea what we could have done. I guess I go Force Palm here? I suppose so. I mean, this is kind of a real team. All right, next opponent. Maybe Clefable's good. Maybe we see a Dragon on the lead. Wait, is this even that bad? I bet it's not terrible for us, actually. Meteor Mash is gonna hurt, and I think I can dance around this a little bit. We'll see what they're gonna do. I don't know what the moveset is on Mawiles. I wouldn't be surprised with Power Punch Vice Grip. So that right now is what I'm gonna be expecting to see. We get a shield on that, wow. Okay, we go for a catch and a sneak as well on Turtonator. If they have an Azumarill in the backline, first of all, that's very cringe. That would be ABA Fairy, and I would not forgive you. Oh my, I guess it's Play Rough. That does so much damage. Okay, we see a Flygon come in. Okay. 7. I suppose I should have thrown a little bit sooner there. But I didn't, so that's my fault. I didn't want to, like, be in a bad spot there and throw an alignment and have them CMP me. I was hoping more that they'd give me a sneak. They didn't do that, which is a smart play. Okay, we do get a shield from that, though. Oh, dude, Turtonator just survives and gets the next Dragon Claw? Wait a second. Turtonator's actually kind of bulky. We just one-shot the Flygon. And this comes back in, but I can go for another Meteor Mash here. They wasted so much energy a second ago. So we can just Meteor Mash. Oh, they caught on Empoleon? Oh, no. Oh, no, that's so embarrassing. Surely there's nothing that I can do here this game that would counteract this maneuver. Oh my goodness. I feel like this might be the best case scenario. It was a nice catch. Okay, I'll give them that. Good catch. I think, though, we just one-shield farm down and Shadow Ball. I would imagine Lucario wins this CMP. If it doesn't, I would be so sad. They don't even throw a move. I guess they'd probably need a full player up to knock us out, too. Like, Power Up Punch, it's not going to do 55% of my HP. That was an interesting one. Let's take it. Lucario. Very good Pokemon. We get to use the Wiggler. Interesting team. I mean, it's Steel Dragon Fairy. How could that go wrong? All right, next opponent. Shadow Dragonite into Doublade. I don't love this, actually. I don't have a great answer across the board here. But, I mean, Shadow Dragonite might be able to make this more awkward for them than they'd like. Okay. They're at 7 right now, so they do have a Gyro Ball. But if we're being honest, do they ever Gyro Ball? Or do they just try to go straight Sacred Sword because that would let them outpace me? They do let that go. I think I'm going to let this go myself. They're at 8, so 1 past a Gyro Ball. And they actually throw the Gyro Ball. You know what? Respect where respect is due. They full send. I guess I'm going to one-shield farm down, though. Energy lead on Excadrill could be a good thing. And getting rid of the Steel type, surely the one and only Steel type, is going to mean that my Wigglytuff could have more play in the back. Do they give us the full farm down? Yeah, they do. They don't swap. Okay, so we can probably get 2 moves off against whatever comes in. Shadow Dragonite. Okay, I guess we're both Shadow Dragonite enthusiasts. Well, I get both shields here from Rock Slides, unless I go for a catch on the next Rock Slide. And if we get shields down, Wigglytuff might still have some play. But these Shadow Dragon Breaths have kind of deleted my entire HP bar, so I don't love that either. And they could superpower my Wigglytuff. That would also kind of hurt. Do you get a shield? All right. Wow. ABA seal. All right. This is a group of friends right here. Next opponent. Let's see if this one's gonna work out. Dredgergon's got some decent pacing on it. Wow. Wait. Giga Chad. We got another incredibly spicy dragon here. They switched to what? Volt Switch Fortress? I guess I bring in... Ooh, maybe I should have brought in Grimmsnarl here. But I don't have, like, a great answer to this, so... Oof. But I'm just stopping to Dragapult, actually. Wait, hold on. I don't need to worry about Switch here. So I just kind of let this go. I should be in a fine spot. But I do kind of wish right now that I was on Fire Fang and not Astonish. That would be even better. But I think we're still in a playable position. That does no damage. Honestly, maybe I should have just stayed in the lead. Staying in the lead could have been a smart play. But it's fine. We make mistakes sometimes in the Go Battle League. These things have been known to happen. We'll just go for some energy here. I don't think a Night Slash quite knocks out from there. Maybe from here, though. The fact they didn't throw a move just yet lets me throw on good timing. Night Slash is not the strongest move in the game, but Drudgergon does have a decent amount of attack. Not enough, though. Not amazing to take a Rock Tomb, but I can save this energy on Drudgergon, and I can hope that whatever's in the backline, my Grimmsnarl is going to have at least a playable matchup into. What is it? Oh my goodness. I don't love this. But you know, maybe I don't hate it. This is one of those weird spots where, just with how strong Sucker Punch is, I might still have some play. But I also know at this point that they could come in with their Dragapult and try to catch a Power-Up Punch or something, which would also be a little bit insane if they did that. They likely no-shield this. I think a no-shield here is a very smart play on their end. A shield, though, I think is less smart. 5. All right. what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try to go for a full Sucker Punch down. If I can get a full farm down, I think we're in a playable position. If not, then I'll be very sad. 2, 3. I get a farm down, but at what cost here? I take 90% of my HP from that. But I do... Oh, it's on Astonish. That's insane. Maybe I should have Dragon Clawed here to guarantee a shield. But I have a Foul Play in the back. Although, does Grimmsnarl win CMP? But I also just, like, farm down, right? Yeah, that also works. If they just let that go, I just farm down. What a weird game. I don't even know what this team's gonna do. I don't think Shadow Dialga has ever got a win in its life, but it's gonna try its best here. Alright, next opponent, Community Ambassador. Let's see if this Pawniard can take him down. Well, this is gonna be a weird lead. I don't love this, but we'll see what we can do. Because Pawniard here, very spammy Pokemon. I can outpace them. But I also don't do a lot of damage with the Night Slash. We'll see. Night Slash does do a lot of damage, actually. Okay, I'm going to attempt a catch. Doesn't quite work. Although, what is this? They come in with a Fortress here. That's crazy. Alright, well, I guess I just go for Flamethrowers. But they do have a lot of energy on that... what's it called? That Flygon, right? I go for a Flamethrower, we get a shield. Maybe I should have gone for a bait there, but I feel like a bait is so needlessly risky. But I can get both shields from them pretty easily. Rock Tomb doesn't knock us out, so I can no-shield this. And if they, like, Sand Tomb bait, that's even better. Yeah, they do Rock Tomb. Got the next one now. I don't love that I'm setting myself up to need to invest in Shadow Dialga to try to win this game, but, you know, if anyone's got my back, Shadow Dialga does, so we'll see. Okay, we'll go for a catch attempt here. Maybe we got a catch, maybe they still went for the right move. We'll see. I would love if I caught a Rock Tomb, though. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm actually so fine with that, too. They end up coming back in with a Shadow Flygon. Is there a chance I can snipe down their energy with my Dialga? One Dragon Breath, come on. Please, Shadow Dialga, I believe... No, it lags, so I don't. It's just like, the snipe down there is always so inconsistent, but at the very least, I have another shield. I can Draco Meteor something, maybe. There is still that Fortress, though, in the back line, but I have my Altaria, right? So, there's a lot of moving pieces left in this game. Charging. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this thing's gonna want to take a Draco Meteor. Is that a bold statement to make? I don't think so. I think that's like a realistic statement here. Who wants to take a Draco Meteor? That does way more damage than you might expect. Okay. Oh man, but like this gets so awkward with what I want to do. I think I have to let this go. And I think I have to let go of a Sand Tomb here. And then I have to Iron Head this and try to get another move off against that Aegislash. How much damage do I take from his Sand Tomb? A lot, but not enough to, like, one-shot me. Okay. Oh, I could have overfarmed a little bit more. Maybe I should have. But as long as I get another Draco, I guarantee the win. And, like, that Aegislash is at, like, what, 10? Okay. I mean, I could Iron Head here, too, maybe. I think I have to go for it. Just hope at this point that Iron Head and Dragon Mess are enough to knock out the Aegislash. It's going to be down to the wire. They're so close to back-to-back moves. Iron Head not quite enough to knock out, but please tell me I can farm down. That's the first time I've ever seen Shadow Dialga get a win. That's insane. I don't know why, but I actually kind of like this team. This team doesn't look unplayable. Next game. Wigglytuff, can we not see a Steel type, please? That's a Steel type. I even asked nicely. That's insane. This is actually a massive core breaker. I don't love this. But we'll bring in our Melmetal and just try to get some shields down if possible. It is on Shadow Claw. Okay. I'm going to go for what could be a superpower, but they probably know it won't be a superpower. Like, what kind of psychotic player would lock themselves in with a debuff? Yeah, they know. We should have just full sent. But I am fine getting that damage against them, because they are on Shadow Claw, right? That means they're a lot less fast move oriented into my Wigglytuff. There might still be play. We shielded Drill Run, that's pretty good. And they bring in an Azumarill here. I guess that's a good bait out for our Giratina. Thundershock's gonna add up. Double Iron Bash is pretty spammy as well, so... You You know, maybe there's a way to play around this. We're at 5. 6. 7, so Hydro Pump potentially now. I'm going to try to go into my Wigglytuff here, not because I think it's a good matchup, mainly because I want to avoid the Aegislash matchup, and I want to save my Melmetal. They do Hydro Pump us, despite the fact I don't go for a catch, but that's going to be helpful, because now I can go for a Swift here, and get some nice chip damage into them. This might put them into a range where another double Iron Bash could be enough, but they could also switch back into Sandslash now if they want to, but they can never farm us down. They can, in fact, farm us down with that, though. Man, this game's gonna get really tricky. I'm gonna bring in Giratina here, though. Just try to get his shield down, and then hope that my Melmetal can put enough work to win the game. They're at 5, so it's gonna be a Drill Peck. They're 1 past the move right now, so I can do 4 more Shadow Claws and throw a Shadow Ball. I could even maybe Ominous Wind here, but I feel like that would be maybe a misplay to go for that instead. Big Shadow Ball. Do we get a shield here? No, actually. They let that go. I have so much energy on Melmetal, and I think that's what I need to rely on right now. Because Melmetal should be able to spam out double Iron Bashes way quicker than they'd like. Ozu's pretty low. Okay. I'm at back-to-back, so if they end up shielding this, then I can just throw immediately on my next one. And if they no-shield, they no-shield. You know, it's not the end of the world. Tap all the bubbles, by the way. Yeah, okay, I think they might try to combo play us now with the Azumarill. And even if they don't, I think I need to get my move off as quickly as I can anyway. So we'll throw this attack. They don't combo play, actually, which might just be better for us. Because this should open up the fact that now they need to go for a play rough into my Melmetal. Maybe Giratina can get to another move. Okay. Or if I just switch out, then that should win the game on the spot too. Because now I'm just a couple of Thundershocks away from reaching my next double Iron Bash. Melmetal Safe Swap might actually just pull this one out. Let's see. It is play rough, that's good. So they're not on Ice Beam, they don't have anywhere near as much energy as they need. And now, now we'll Superpower. Just to show we had it. Dude, what a game. Melmetal coming in clutch there. Terrible lead. Not exactly a great comp to see, but all you need is Melmetal. Man, you know, I actually don't hate this team again. It's kind of crazy. We're getting some real teams here. Next battle. We'll see. Shadow Fortress into Dragapult. Man, okay, I don't like that, actually. But, I mean, maybe this isn't bad. Because, I mean, Bug Bite's going to add up, right? Yeah, actually, this is kind of shredding more than it has any right to. So I should be able to win. Do I just win every even shielding scenario? Well, maybe not the zeros, but the 1s and 2s, I probably win. That's insane to think about. It's like, what charge attacks does this have? 8? Is it Shadow Ball Breaking Swipe? I'm pretty sure that's the moveset, unless there's like some cheaper move I'm not remembering. Yeah, Breaking Swipe. Not even enough to knock us out there. Let's just snipe down with Sucker Punches. And at this point, we have our Fortress for a catch opportunity. We get an Empoleon out here, which is actually not terrible for us to see. Because I can Power Up Punch this and Sucker Punch through them if possible. We'll see if they go for a no-shield. Or if they're going to shield up a potential foul play. They do shield, that's huge. Okay, now they're in a really bad spot. 8. Although I don't think that I knock them out here with a power-up punch. I think I do have to foul play. But I'm going to go for it. I don't think there's any reason not to. And I'll go for it as quickly as I can because, I mean, Metal Sounds probably do more damage than a lot of different fast moves that could be in the backline. And I still have a shield and a Shadow Giratina. And a Fortress that I could catch on, potentially. It just knocks out the Empoleon. Oh my goodness. Grimmsnarl, let's go. Dude, don't use Aegislash. That thing is not good. Aegislash, so bad. It's just the worst. Bringing back the Registeel. Have not seen Reggie in a long time. I kind of miss it, actually. I think the 1482 CP is my better one, actually. And Florges. Another classic Dragon, Fairy, and Steel team. Alright, next opponent. We'll see Guzzlord into Altaria. Okay. I guess this is probably my best matchup, which is odd to say, saying I have a Fairy type on my team. But if we're being real here, Registeel would not really want to take damage from the Flamethrower, and Florges doesn't have charge attack pressure, so I don't hate the spot that we're in. Right now, they're going to be at a Sky Attack. They're 4 more Dragon Tails away from their next one after that, so keep that in mind. But what do we want to do? I think I'm going to let this go. It could be a bad play to do this, but I know it's almost certainly not a Moonblast or a Dragon Pulse, and Guzzlord should be able to survive long enough here to get the knockout. Okay, I actually don't have a hard answer to this, so I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to go for a Brutal Swing at the very least, maybe 2. Actually, I might just stay in here then, because I can get to a 3rd Brutal Swing, and then maybe I can set up like a shield advantage situation for Registeel in the back, and that could be kind of cool. Alright, well, do they shield this or not? If they shield this, I think that's a bit of a misplay on their part. But if they no shield, then I think I can farm them down pretty easily. Yeah, they do shield. Alright, let's bring in Florges. And now we'll take a Rock Tomb here to the face, but it's not going to hurt as much as they'd probably like it to. And then I can get another Chilling Water in just a second, which should be able to put them into farm down range. They throw instantly, okay. That's fine. We survive this. We have a lot of energy on our Florges now. You Rock Tomb us, so maybe I don't knock out here with my Chilling Water. We'll see. But I'll throw it now, just to see right now if they're gonna want to shield this or not. I'd be surprised to see a shield, but, you know, Fortress players are crazy. Oh, interesting. Waterfall Empoleon. This game's gonna get so close now. You know, I don't think that I really care about pacing right now. I think I just want to guarantee that we can try to get a debuff if possible. We'll go for it here. We'll try it. Zap Cannon, 33% chance, no debuff. But I can double shield this, and I still have my Florges around. But they do have their Fortress as well. So this game is by no means over. It's actually a little bit dicey how this is going to play out. But do I survive a Hydro Cannon well enough? I'm honestly going to test this. I'm going to no-shield this. It might be crazy to do. I'm going to no-shield this and try my best to get a Focus Blast. We actually do reach it. Okay. And now it's all on Florges to try to win this game. There is like a 1 HP, what's it called, Fortress in the back line, but there's also an Altaria. Okay. Nice. We call the catch. Hold on. We can Chilling Water, which does a little bit more raw damage than Trailblaze would, and then I think we Fairy Wind down. Is Registeel back? It might just be. Let's make sure we get the win first, because this is actually still a little bit dicey. 1-turn moves are going to add up still. Okay, what a game. Registeel is just kind of insane. Maybe Registeel is back, guys. It's like, it's what Aegislash wants to be. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, a 4-in-1 set. Using Pokemon decided by Twitch chat. And I can't even hit a Rookidee with a Pokeball. Oh my goodness. What does that get us up to? 2881. Oh my goodness. This went so much better than I was expecting. I don't know why these teams just seem to work out here in this meta. I thought Fantasy Cup was not the most fun format out there, but I guess honestly it's not too bad. There's a lot of interesting Pokemon that we were able to showcase today. Give them a go if you have them. I don't know, maybe don't use the exact teams though, because some of those were a little bit crazy. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.